Hey y'all, back here again with another video talking about methadone and addiction. Um, Today I figured I would talk about tapering. It's not something I think I've ever talked about, so I figured, I'd try it out, something new. Anyways, I myself, the highest dose I've ever been on was 235 milligrams. And I tapered, what I found best to taper was 1 milligram, going down 1 milligram every 2 weeks. And as long as you're on liquid, that's not a problem. If you're on tablets, I suppose that would be a little more difficult. But I found that to be the safest, most comfortable way to do it without feeling any withdrawal symptoms or anything. I found that worked best. I went from probably 235 down to about 200. And it takes a while because, like I said, it's only 1 milligram every 2 weeks, so it does take some time. But I found that is the most comfortable way to do it. Go as slow as possible. That way you don't feel any withdrawal symptoms. And even if you start, if you want to go a little quicker, sure, that's fine. The cool thing with the methadone clinic is you can pause your taper anytime you want. You're never forced to go down or up or anything like that. It's all based on your comfort level, what you want to do. So that part's pretty cool. And so yeah, I went from 235 down to about 200, and I stopped probably for about 6 months or so, 6 to 7 months. And then I went down again. Once again, I did the 1 milligram every 2 weeks. I went down until I got to about 150, and then once again I stopped for a little while. And it wasn't really because I felt anything. It was just because I wanted to stop it for a while. That way I could level off. Because the whole point of being on a daily dose of methadone is to keep your levels steady, to keep everything in the brain steady. Unlike when you use on the streets, you're constantly up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's not good for the brain at all. It's how you cause damage in the opiate receptors and the mu receptors and everything else. So, so yeah, I stopped at about 150, and once again, that was probably for about a year. And I went from 150 down to what I'm at now, which is 104. And I've been at that dose now for probably 3, 4 years. I haven't decided to go down anymore from there because I found that, it's probably I'm 40 years old. I've been on it since 2008. So it's most likely a medication I will be on for the rest of my life. And that doesn't bother me a bit because I don't look at it as it being a bad thing. I look at it as a medication I need. Excuse me, a medication I need every day to go get through my day. Just like a diabetic needs insulin, just like somebody with high blood pressure needs blood pressure medication. You know, I need methadone to get through my day. So, if you do want to taper, I would definitely recommend if you're on the liquid, going down 1 milligram every 2 weeks. Try that and see how that works for you. That's what I found most comfortable. It had no problems whatsoever with sleeping or withdrawal symptoms or anything. So I would try that and see how that works for you. With Suboxone, I don't know how they do that now because I know most of it comes in what is it? The strips, the film. It comes in film now, the film strips. So I'm not sure how they taper with that anymore. That's something maybe somebody, one of you guys that watches this video, can tell me a little more about, because I'm not sure with that. When I was on it, I was on the sublingual tablets, the ones that dissolve under the tongue. I think the film you dissolve under the tongue too, but when I was on Suboxone, I did the tablets, and I never really tapered out of there. I just basically stopped going because it just didn't work. I mean, it did work for withdrawal symptoms, but cravings and everything else, no, not at all. So maybe one of you guys could tell me how it works with tapering off Suboxone, because I know how it works with Methadone. So, anyways, yeah, that's just my thoughts and stuff about tapering off Methadone. So, otherwise than that, everything else in my life's been going pretty good. I can't really think of anything exciting or new. I just bought some new tires for my car. That was cool. Otherwise than that, life's going pretty good. So just remember, guys, if I can get sober, you can get sober. Have yourself a great day. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is if you are watching this video, like and subscribe and comment, because I have like 6 or 7, maybe more videos on this topic, and I'm trying to do, I'm trying to control and help with the stigma out there with opiate addiction and medication assisted treatment. I'm trying to make it so it's a little more normalized and people aren't so, not in my backyard about it, so, the more clinics and stuff like that we can get going, and the more doctors that can prescribe, medications, the better most of us will be, because stuff's getting crazy out there. So anyways, guys, like I said before earlier, remember, if I can get sober, then you can get sober. Have a great day.